Relationships are important. They are important in our day to day, and they're important in business. Relationships impact every position in a company, whether you're a CEO managing staff and clients, or a clerk helping customers. How you act towards someone and how they act towards you not only impacts your relationship with that individual, but impacts the company as a whole. To have a meaningful impact, all groups within a company should be coordinated and act as a team. Two important factors to consider when working with your team is trust and managing conflict. It is important to trust your team members. This translates into trust of their abilities and to trust of their ideas. To trust someone is to be vulnerable. If we trust someone, we are more likely to share. In business, we need to share. We need to share the ideas to spur innovation. A barrier of trust is invulnerability. If we are invulnerable, we are closed off. We do not share, and innovation is lost. Trust also allows us to manage conflict. If we trust our team, we can discuss our opinions openly and freely without fear. Let's get real. People do not agree on everything. Disagreements will happen. As long as we trust each other and share vulnerability, we can approach those disagreements civilly. This allows for growth and diversification. If we do not engage in conversation for fear of conflict or disagreeing with a colleague, we are keeping a status quo. We are suppressing ideas for a type of artificial harmony. Although harmony seems like a good idea, it too can be a barrier to team function if it's not genuine. Every team is made up of a set of players. In rugby, there are 15 players, each with a specific purpose. However, this does not mean that each player is not accountable for other responsibilities when on the field. There is a saying, all positions, all skills. This means each player must have basic skills to succeed on the field. Even if your position is meant to kick the ball, you must be able to pass as well. The same saying can be applied to business as well. In the top 5 assessment score I received, it noted that I am a strategist, analyst, thinker, deliverer, and problem solver. Because I was assigned these traits does not mean I can't be a chameleon coach or catalyst. It means I have strengths. It means I can kick the ball, but if needed, I can pass too. According to the temperament test, I'm a theorist. Basically, I'm someone who tries to solve a problem with a logical approach. The reading and the self-assessments seem to reaffirm my previous perceptions. I do not intend to adjust how I interact in business or in my personal life. I think a logical approach is necessary when temperaments are high, and it is important to evaluate each person's role and how they are important to the overall endpoint. According to the Hi-Fi test number, my one strength is being a strategist. Essentially, I look at the big picture. Within the field of clinical research, in my opinion, the big picture is subjective. Arguments could be made that the overall endpoint is treatment or a cure, but in earnest that may not be the endpoint for all parties involved. I think sponsor work is important and valuable, but an impression could be that the endpoint for a sponsor is profit. The big picture in itself is subjective. In my mind, a strategist focuses on achieving a task and how the different pieces fit.